Hello, welcome back. Two more battles. First up we have boards. My prophet and our first army. Into, again, not much. These have all been pretty weak independents. Just walking into us. Don't think they ever actually hit our sacreds. And that's that. So pretty straightforward. We did lose, let's see, 2 Ashigarus and an archer, somehow. I guess the crossbow, yeah, the crossbows were doing some work. But yeah, that was a tiny province. Now belongs to us. And next up we have Lomark. So, slightly larger, I guess. It's not much of a problem for our dragon though, so... Poison Cloud is pretty effective. Straightforward stuff. So there's Lomark as well. Not bad. And that is it for messages. I can see that Chen-Chi over here has the same god that we have, which is cool. Our brother with the Celestial Dragon. Maybe they're not going to be a good target to rush earlier. I don't know. Depends. We'll see what we can do. But certainly if they didn't have an awake god, it would be easier. So we'll leave that there. Can also see Bergerus here, and their cap is right here as well. So they're going to be another one of our neighbours. So far that's it for people I can see. Might be some capitals just around here though. We'll find out eventually. As for the provinces we just took, forwards, pretty bad. 18 income. Doesn't really let us recruit anything either. I guess some crossbows. Lomark, you might be able to tell, has a magic site in it. This is the steel ovens. Usually you only find this site in test games. Finding it in a live multiplayer game, pretty rare. Yeah, this does give you 75 resources and a construction bonus of 20. That means you get a 20% discount on all forging. And also rituals. The construction school as well. Of which there are a few we might cast eventually. But yeah, mostly this is good for discounted item forging. Pretty impressive. Gonna want to fort this province immediately, and that'll be our... well, certainly the primary province from which we do a lot of forging, as you can imagine. But yeah, interesting pickup. Don't think I've had that in a multiplayer game before. So, be cool to see if we can make any use of it. Anyway, that's it for messages and such. Can we recruit anything here? No, not really. As you can see, our Dominion has gone underwater at least, so first up we're going to send our god into Devourer. Atlantean militias and shamblers. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Casting Twist Fate and then attack closest. We can't use our breath weapon underwater, unfortunately. But we should be fine. You can see that Chen-Chi over here is having some fun underwater, so, you know. Why can't we do the same? This province isn't a bad one either, it's 73 income, so one of the better provinces that we can see. Tophalia here is 44, and Nardigo is also a K-pop province, so yeah. That seems to be about as good as it gets at the moment. We'll pick this up and get a start underwater, and maybe we'll push some more Dominion under here as well, since we're under here with our god. Might be able to pick up a few water provinces. We'll see. While we're doing this, we're going to hit wetlands with a scout. I just want to make sure there's no mage here, just in case I send my god over, so that's fine. We'll just run in retreat and that's okay. Getting a scout out of this province every turn now, so it's fine if they don't make it. But yeah, I'll try and get some of this territory at my god, and certainly the water provinces when I can. Up here is a bit more tricky. There's only 2 places I can go to with my prophet army now. One is Muspel, which looks pretty easy, but I mean, we can see neighbours on either side of it. Seems like it might get bumped. I might send a message to Chen-Chi and a message to Bergerus and ask them if I can attack this. And if they both say yes, I'll attack it. But at the moment, I am moving to Eponia instead. So I'll see what happens. But I'm just worried about bumping into someone. And this is also very close to Bergerus's cap as well. It's kind of I don't know, a bit aggressive. Oh yeah, you can see that Qinshi and Bogarus are touching cap circles as well, aren't they? Yeah, funny. Gonna be a lot of pressure in this area, I think. I don't know. It would be nice to just pick this up, but as it is, I'm just moving to Eponia, our Prophet Army. And we're going to attack this in 2 turns, but I'm just waiting until the stuff from our cap gets here. So we'll merge it all up. This is heavy cavalry and crossbows, so it's a bit rough. Maybe, I don't know. Our ethereal units might just tank the lance charge, and there aren't enough heavy cavalry that they appear on the map, so it might not be a big deal at all. In fact, the more I think about it, the more I think I should just walk into it, to be honest. I don't know. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? Our Prophet's at the very edge of the battlefield, so he's more likely to retreat if things go wrong. We're going to have new units coming up anyway if it does go wrong. And what? We lose some junk units if it goes wrong? Is it worth it? I don't know. We'd have to be on attack cavalry, probably. Maybe even put these guys on attack cavalry and don't worry about them. No, we put these guys on fire archers probably to hit the crossbows. Shove this forwards. Do it like that. I might regret this. Okay, let's do that instead. We'll just attack Nardigo, and then we'll get reinforcements coming from Jomon as well. So, Failure getting attacked by 9 Sacreds plus a Samurai. Get blessed and walk forwards. Hopefully that goes okay. There are some archers here, so I'm moving a commander as well, just in case our priest gets clipped and died. The priest will also be ethereal though, so hopefully that doesn't happen, but whatever, a bit of redundancy. We'll make sure we've got a commander here. And in Jomon, I'm getting another priest, getting more units. Yeah, every 2 turns we'll have an army coming out. So I guess this isn't too big a risk. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Why not? What's the worst that can happen? Alright, so we'll attack 3 provinces. See how it goes. Besides that, I don't think there's much else to say. I am, like I said, getting another priest. That means 1 less Sohei, but I stuck on a Ashigaru as well. Why not? So still getting quite a few units. Getting commanders every turn here, so there'll be 1 here, but there'll be 1 here as well next turn, and we'll start moving them into Jomon from that point on. And eventually I'll probably stick some of this stuff that's moving to Timfalia under my Prophet if I can. Might be harder to do that now that I'm not moving backwards though. But we'll see. Somehow I'd like to free up this priest, give these units to my Prophet, and send him back to my cap. But we'll see how that works out. Alright, that's the turn though. So that was turn 4. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hello, welcome back. We had several battles. Let's see Nardigo first. So this is our Prophet into some heavy cavalry. It turns out it is a very small number though. Just 4. We hold up pretty well against it. Takes us a little while to actually kill cavalry though. We're okay. And then there's just a few crossbows back here. So that went pretty well. Glad we decided to attack that. So there's Nardigo. Lost 5 Ashigarus. That's all though. Not too bad. Next up we have Devourer. Heading underwater. Doing Twist Fate now since shield is not terribly useful underwater. We can also fly underwater, which is nice. Since we're on attack rather than fire. So we drop straight in. And yeah, I mean, these guys have absolutely dreadful stats. So they don't really have any chance of hitting us. And even if they did, we're ethereal. So also pretty easily. And last up we have the Failure. So new squad, some Soheis with a priest and a commander, into still not much. And also goes pretty well, since they can't really hit ethereal units. We lost the samurai, unfortunately, but besides that, no losses. Last up, we pinged wetlands. If there's a mage here, there isn't. Just a tiny swamp province with a bunch of junk in it. So that's good too. So, nice turn for battles. Tifelia, we then got cursed by a vengeful crone, and had misfortune +3, which is nice. And last up, we saw Burgerus getting attacked by independent Ronin. So, he loses this province, which is pretty funny. That's kind of a lot of PD, right? 10 points. And also a commander and a unit. I wonder if there was a fort game built there. Yeah, but it's now owned by, what, 32 Ronin plus a leader. Pretty funny. That is here. So that's nice. It could be a fort. It's 2 away from his cap and on our border. Who knows? Anyway, here's the map now. I'll just show off the income column for our nation. As you can see, we are rocking some really big provinces, making tons of income. The provinces we just took don't really let us recruit anything interesting. This is a scout province at least. Tifelia is also a scout province. Zavara, I'm going to queue up a commander so that we can start work on a fort underwater at some point. I'll try and get Unforgiver as well. We can see Atlantis here, unfortunately. Atlantis is a really, really bad neighbor for us, because I'm pretty sure they're one of the only nations in the game, just check this, that have units with magic weapons. Yeah. So, all of the sacreds they recruit just totally negate our entire bless. It's not great. Yeah, lots of magic weapons. So, awful neighbor for us. They are also contesting this lake, which we would want to own to put down a fort. So I immediately sent Atlantis a message just trying to be as friendly as possible, and was like, hey, what's up? Is it okay if I take 106? You know, and he hasn't gotten back to me yet, but I'm hoping that when he does, you know, we'll be able to be peaceful. I'm going to do everything I can to be peaceful with Atlantis in the early game. That's one of the neighbors I didn't want to have. But yeah, I'll let you know how diplomacy shakes out. Okay. So this turn, doing a bit more recruitment in our cap. Back on Master Shujinjas, getting quite a few units. I might recruit a little less units going forwards, so that we can start putting up early buildings. Because we should be able to put together a nice squad over here in a second. And then we'll have a second army going out through the wetlands soon as well. And I think 2 small armies plus my god, that's enough provinces getting taken. We can focus on getting up quick buildings, I think. My god is kind of limited on where I can move, because we only have Dominion in the wetlands and the throne. So, might as well just hit the wetlands. That shouldn't be any problem, we can see exactly what's there, it's pretty easy. So that's fine. Up here, the new Sacred Army can't really go anywhere, and it also can't like easily merge up with the Prophet yet. So it's just going to detour to Lomark for a second, while my Prophet attacks Kedra. You might also be able to see another commander moving in. One thing I didn't mention last turn is I queued up a bunch of like independent unit recruitment. So in this province Lomark, we can recruit quite a few things because of the steel ovens giving all the bonus resources. So I queued up a bunch of light infantry just to, you know, flesh out the army a little bit. So they are joining my Prophet in attacking Kedra. Looks pretty easy. Just militias and heavy infantries. That should be okay. And then next turn, we'll have all of that stuff, plus my new priest and new sacreds, attack Valgard, which is heavy infantry and heavy cavalry. But we'll have a nice big army at that point, which should be able to walk around killing things quite easily. And that's the turn, I think. So only attacking 2 provinces this turn. And it's going to be a little bit awkward to get the new army out, because they're going to have to go through provinces we already own, because this is disconnected. But that's okay. Things are still pretty good, right? I mean, it's only turn 5, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4... We've got 8 provinces already. And the steel ovens, and an underwater province, so, you know, things are going pretty well. All we need now is for our Dominion to move into Blackport next turn and for it to be a 200 income province. And then we'll be great. That'll be really nice. But that was turn 5. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hello, welcome back. I got some alteration research finished. So I can do mostly mirror image at the moment. My god's casting that. A few other little buffs in here though. But we'll keep going for Mistform for our god. That's fine. 3 battles then. One is pinging the throne. I think I forgot to mention that last time, but yeah. First up, attacking another province with our prophet, with some additional infantry. Still pretty simple provinces though. This almost got us again. But yeah, that's fine though. No losses, basically. Lost 1 Ashigaru and 1 light infantry. We're about to replenish this army quite a lot though. Gamer next. So just pinging at the throne adjacent to our cap. Let's see what this looks like. It's mostly okay. There's no crazy units or anything. Big problem is the mages. There's one of these guys back here who's going to deploy a bunch of fire elementals, which is never good. This is going to be an issue. I was wondering if I just forge a fire resist ring for my god. Would he be able to just do this throne easily? Not sure. The other mages are pretty low path. 111, 12, and 111. So not too bad. Just the big fire release that will be a problem. But yeah, I wonder if I just put a fire resist ring on my god, then what do we really have to worry about? Not sure. Maybe we can do it. We need to actually recruit a fire mage before we can forge a ring though, so, you know, that's, I am trying to get fire mages, but next up we had the wetlands as well. So just sending my god into this. Is this even worth watching anymore? Probably not, right? Probably just skip the god battles from this point on. I mean, you get the idea. That was wetlands anyway. And we also got a national hero, which is interesting. This goes water too, and has gift of water breathing for 40 size worth of units, which is pretty cool. We could send him underwater and put up a fortress and a lab, which is quite convenient. Pretty nice. But anyway, here's the map now. This province has been left for us by Atlantis, who seems peaceful, I think. So that's fair enough for now. Is that a land province, or... That is, right, that's a little island, that's cool. Yeah, this province next to us does have our dominion now as well. We can probably attack this. Tritons, sea trolls, maybe a kraken. That's fine for us. But I'm going to ping it anyway, with the commander we just recruited. Just in case there's a mage, I just want to know. I'm not sure if a mage would make any difference though, since it'd probably be a water mage. And I'm not sure what a water mage would do to us, to be honest. Maybe... I mean, they'd probably do water strike, right? I don't know. I'll just ping it anyway since I have the option of doing that, since we have places we can move to. This is the best province we can see at the moment for income, so... I'll grab this and then we can fly back for Unforgiven next turn. So I might as well ping it since I've got this guy here, and this guy can build a fortress if we need to. No reason not to just look at what it is. So that's what's happening here. Up here we can attack Valgod now with these 2 squads. So quite a lot of stuff. We have 12 Sacreds plus an assortment of other infantry, a couple of archers. That's my prophet. Yeah, they can attack this. This is heavy infantry and heavy cavalry, but again, you don't see many of the heavy cavalry, so might only be a few of those. You know, compared to something like this, which is quite a lot. So I think we'll take that with no problems as well. And we're also moving out our next expansion army as well, which looks like this at the moment. I haven't scripted it, but you get the idea. So that army will probably go to Wetlands and then to Curtain Wall. This looks kind of rough for anything but my god, but we don't have Dominion here yet. Unfortunately, the Dominion didn't spread yet to see how much income it is. But yeah, we'll hit that with our god eventually. So the new army probably goes from Wetlands to Curtain Wall. And then gets cut off, actually. I guess both armies end up here. We go around the mountain and try to get all this and ring it all in. I don't know. I guess my god is getting this, so if we have 2 squads up here and our god is getting some of this stuff, that's not too bad, right? Can't see any other nations down here yet. Up here we can see Agartha, though, in this conspicuous cave. Don't think we're going to have a border with them just yet, unless they've got this already. That's okay. But that's how things look anyway. Yeah, still attacking 2 provinces. I mean, if we take those, we'll be on what? 10 provinces? What have we got now? Okay, we're on 10 now. So 12 on turn 7, that's not too bad. Yeah, that's going pretty well. Recruitment is mostly off at the moment. I'm getting one more priest, so that we always have a spare priest for putting up temples. And no unit recruitment. Just try and save up some gold to start getting infrastructure down. Which might take a while. God, our income is so bad. Yeah. Really need to find some good provinces somewhere, but that's no luck just yet. Once I get Mistform, I'll probably start walking around some people's site searching too. We've got a couple of mages now who have 2 in a path, so we've got E2, N2, and A2 so far. Technically W2 as well if I want to walk this guy around, but I don't know. We keep him on standby in case we need to go underwater and put up buildings. Alright, anyway, that's the turn. That's turn 6. End of the video as well. So thanks as always for watching. Hope you're enjoying it. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one.